Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Welcome to Mr. Mahmoud Helmi channel from Al-Andalus Private School, the Egyptian section. Today, inshallah, we will discuss and have Unit 2. The title of the unit, Mind over Matter. Mind over Matter. What does this title mean? I think it means the power of the mind to control or overcome physical problems. The power of the mind to control or overcome physical problems. In this unit, we will have passive review, continuous passive forms, vocabulary, health and medical treatment, vocabulary about feelings, read and listen, placebo effect. What is placebo? Placebo, read the text quickly to find out. I will give you some hints about the meaning of placebo effect. Placebo effect is something that looks like a medical treatment for an illness, but actually hasn't got any healing ingredients. Again, placebo is something that looks like a medical treatment for an illness, but actually hasn't got any healing ingredients. Let's read the text and we will see and read about placebo prove powerful. Placebos prove powerful by Sandra Blacksey, Blacksley. Yes, many doctors know the story of Mr. Wright. In 1957, he was diagnosed with cancer and given only 2 days to live. He had tumors the size of oranges. He heard that scientists had discovered a new medication, Crepsion, that was effect against that was effective against cancer, and he begged the doctor to give it to him. His physician, Dr. Flip West, finally agreed after Mr. Wright had been given an injection on a Friday afternoon. The astonished doctor found his patient out of his death bed, joking with the nurses. The following Monday, the tumors, the doctor wrote later, had melted like snowballs on a hot stove. 2 months later, Wright read medical reports that the medication was fake. His condition immediately got worse again. Don't believe what you read in the papers, the doctor told Wright. Then he injected him with what he said was a new super refined double strength version of the drug. Actually, there was no drug, just a mix of salt and water. But again, the tumors melted. Wright was the picture of health for another 2 months until he read an official report saying that Crepsion was worthless. He died 2 days later. This story has been ignored by doctors for a long time, dismissed as one of those strange tales that medicine cannot explain. The idea that a patient's beliefs can make a fatal disease go away has been thought of as too strange. But now, scientists are discovering that the placebo effect is more powerful than anyone had ever thought. They are also beginning to discover how such miraculous results are achieved. Though new techniques of brain imagery, it can be shown that a, A thought, a belief, or a desire can cause chemical process in the brain, which can have powerful effects on the body. Scientists are learning that some body reactions are not caused by information coming into the brain from the outside world, but by what the brain expects to happen next. Placebos are lies that heal, said Dr. Annie Harrington, a historian of science at Harvard University. The word placebo is Latin for I shall please or I shall make you happy, and it is typically a treatment that a doctor gives to anxious patients to please them. She said, it looks like medication but has no healing ingredients whatsoever. Nowadays, doctors have much more effective medicine to fight disease, but these treatments have not diminished the power of the placebo. Quite the opposite. Maybe when scientists fully understand how placebos work, the powerful healing effects of the human mind will be used more systematically. This is the text, and now we will have or we will read the new vocabulary of this unit. Let's look at the vocabulary. I want you to read and repeat after me. Anesthetic, check up, diagnosis, inject, and the noun is injection. Here the verb diagnose. Here, diagnosis is the noun, diagnose is the verb, inject is a verb, injection is the noun, operate on and the noun operation, recover from, suffer from, symptom, treat, tumor, cancer, cure, healer, medication, operating theater, remedy. Operating theater is the place where doctors operate on the sick people. When you have an operation, you do it in the operating theater. Remedy, surgeon, therapy, treatment. Flower remedies, these are the remedies or medications that we can extract from flower. Holly, mustard, pine, larch, olive, willow. Here words that are connected or related to feelings. Absent-minded, inattentive. Inattentive, that means that he is not aware of what he is doing. Over anxious means worried. Homesick, that he has a desire to go back to his country. Nostalgic is the person who always eagers to return back to the past. Panicky, that is comes from the word panic, that he is scared. Adjectives, ancient, anxious, chemical, herbal, miraculous, powerful, anti-aging, astonished, effective, indigenous, positive, worthless, arrow, belief, imagery, ingredient, instructor, jungle, malaria, mix, placebo, poison, quinine, tribe, value, venom. And here are the verbs: coexist, develop, discover, melt, produce, drive, diminish, dismiss, pass down, Adverbs: potentially, fully, increasingly, systematically, typically, frankly, harmoniously, potentially, traditionally. Everyday English, these are expressions that are related to everyday English, easier said than done. This is said when someone says that it's easy for him, but he discovers later that it's very difficult. How come? How on earth? What's going on here? Off your trolley, okay, when you recover from a certain trouble or some problems. You are well on your way, okay? Now, are you ready to do that exercise with me? Please be ready and try to think with me for answering or to answer these questions. Scientist number one, choose the correct word or words in brackets. Scientists discovered a space against cancer. Diagnosis, checkup, medication, surgery. So the right answer is scientists discovered a medication. Yes. Did you see the story after it had been printed in the new space, model, variant, version, account? Yes, the right answer is version. Did you see the story after it had been printed in the new version? A space is a substance that has no physical effects given to patients who do not need medicine. A placebo. A placebo is a substance that has no physical effect given to patients who do not need medicine. Number 4, yes, the new medicine was space. It achieved the best results. Systematic, miraculous, imaginary, hypothetical. The new medicine was miraculous. Yes, the right answer is miraculous because why? It achieved the best results. Good. Now, number 5, the professor's knowledge has been passed from generation to generation, has passed on, up, with, down. Of course, the right answer passed down, passed down from generation to generation. Well, the advantages of the new painkiller is that it is space ineffective, non-addictive, non-influential, non-essential. The advantages of the new painkiller is that it is, yes, you're right, non-addictive, non-addictive, okay? Yes. Number 7, okay? He was so space that he didn't notice that he had left his umbrella on the bus. He was so jealous, absent-minded, panicky, homesick. Yes, you're right. The right answer, he was so absent-minded. Good. Why? Because he didn't notice that he had left his umbrella on the bus. Number 8, the operation was very complicated. The patient was in the space for 6 hours. For 6 hours. Was in the surgical, anesthetics, operating theater, clinic. Yes, you're right. The operation was very complicated. The patient was in the operating theater for 6 hours. Good. Yes, now think about number 9. She had very bad flu. It took her almost 3 weeks to space at, suffer from, recover from, get across, diagnose. You're right. Recover from, recover from. She had very bad flu. It took her almost 3 weeks to recover from it. Number 10, a space anesthetic is a drug that makes you sleep during an operation so you don't feel pain. Local, special, private, general. Yes, you are right. A general anesthetic. A general anesthetic. Yes, a general anesthetic. Yes, is a drug that makes you sleep during an operation so you don't feel any pain. It really makes me feel, number 11, it really makes me feel space when I see the photographs of my happy times in the past. It really makes me feel nostalgic, jealous, envious, guilty. What's the right answer? Yes, you are right. It really makes me feel nostalgic. Nostalgic that the one he has a desire to live back or to return back to the past. Okay, so it really makes me feel nostalgic when I see the photographs of my happy times in the past. Number 12. Okay, I was in the building when it collapsed. In fact, I was quite space, homesick, panicky, inattentive, nostalgic. If you are in a building when it was collapsing, what will you feel? Of course, you will feel panicky. Okay, so this is the right answer, panicky. People who or work abroad suffer from nostalgia, homesickness, panic, jealousy. People who or work abroad suffer from, of course, homesickness, that they want to return back to their countries. Yes, it's a good idea to go for a regular space at the doctor's to make sure you are in good health. It's a good idea to go for a regular symptoms, operations, check-in, check-up. Of course, the right answer, check-up. At the doctor's at the doctor's here, I mean the doctor's clinic, to make sure that you are in a good health. I wish you good health for all of you. You should have more in yourself. What should you have in yourself? You should have confidence, exhaustion, anxiety. Yes, you should have more confidence. You should have more confidence in yourself. After a few questions, the doctor diagnosed my illness and gave me what? Description, prescription, placebo, flower. After a few questions, the doctor diagnosed my illness and gave me, of course, prescription that you will take that prescription to the pharmacy to give you the right medicine. Yes. Number 17, researchers say that any success for the flower remedies is an example of the space effect. Placebo, shaman, healer, medicine, and medicine is repeated, sorry. So researchers say that any success for the flower remedies is an example of the placebo effect. Placebo effect. Yes. Number 18. Okay. Not only medicines or drugs can heal diseases, a patient's will and determination can achieve space results. Treatment, miraculous, fatal, diminished. Yes, the right answer is miraculous. Yes, not only medicine or drugs, that's very right, and it's a good idea that not only medicine or drugs can heal diseases, a patient's will and determination can achieve miraculous results. Results, yes. Number 19, a space is a healer in tribal societies. Shaman, surgeon, doctor, scientist. Yes, of course, the right answer is shaman. That is the person who uses herbal medicine and herbs to heal some diseases. How could Ayman get the full mark in the monthly test? He is space all the time, nervous, over anxious, confident, inattentive. Yes, the right answer is inattentive. Now we finished with the exercise. I hope that you have got the idea of that lesson, and I want you to keep the new vocabulary by heart. Take care of your choices till we meet in the next another session with discuss the passive in English. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for being with me, Mr. Mahmoud Helmi from Al Andalus School. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you and goodbye.